El tema principal de nuestro proyecto será la Migrating Identity. Se centra en la historia familiar de la inmigración y la identidad bilingüe. Mi parte de mi documental se centra en la gente bilingüe en Oregon, también la población hispana cambiante. El censo de Oregon indica que hay 130,000 personas que solo hablan inglés en casa. 330,000 personas hablan otro.
I was asked a question of the benefits of being bilingual, and I think there are many benefits. I don't think I would have this job if I wasn't bilingual, and that is one of them. Also, it has keeps me connected to who I am as a Latina, and so I and also I'm also bringing that to my kids. Knowing my language, I'm also personally passing it on to them. So I, I think it's the one of the biggest benefits of personally and also professionally. There are a lot of benefits for me. It is definitely part of my culture. I feel like it. I stay connected to my family, and the nice thing about my about this is that I'm bilingual and bicultural, and I feel like I understand the American culture because I was raised in California, born and raised in California, and at the same time I could still stay connected to my family who is still only monolingual in Spanish, and um, there are many benefits of speaking Spanish and English. I'm able to connect with my family and also with my work. So
En los Estados Unidos hay 3 millones de granjeros que siembran, cosechan y tienden los vegetales, frutas y nueces. Aproximadamente 78% de esos granjeros nacen en otro país, la mayoría son de México. Los adolescentes sufren heridas con el equipo de granja. Usualmente no pueden tomar descanso para ir al baño, comer, tomar agua o lavarse sus manos. 90% de las mujeres sufren abuso sexual y cada año los Estados Unidos usan más de 2 millones de libras de pesticidio. Exposición puede resultar en náusea, mareo, sarpullido y hasta cáncer. Mi abuelo vino a Oregon para trabajar.
Te daban tus breaks, te daban tu hora de lonche, toda clase de equipo, guantes impermeables para la lluvia, de todo había, rodilleras.
Porque pues tenía 8 hijos y luego se me enfermaban, tenía yo que llevarlos al doctor y hacerles la comida, tenerlos listos para la escuela.
A los que habían trabajado 85, 86 en el campo de agricultura. Entonces metí mi solicitud en marzo, me dieron el permiso de trabajo. Después, a los años, me dieron la visa permanente, temporal primero y luego permanente. Y de ahí ya en el 88, 89, y ahí pues fui por la familia. Le saqué visa turística en México y me los traje así, entraron con visa y aquí ya les arreglé papeles por medio de migración. Pues fue nomás de meter la aplicación con el importe, ya te dieron el permiso para trabajar. Te daban un permiso de 18 meses temporal y ya llegó la visa temporal, después arreglaste la permanente. Eso tardó de 2 años.
En 2014, la población de inmigrantes documentados fueron de 42 millones de personas. En el mismo año, la población de inmigrantes indocumentados fueron de 11 millones. Desde 2000, las muertes de personas que trataron de cruzar la frontera se estimaron a las 6,000. En 2014 fueron 455 muertes. ¿Cuándo vino la familia a los Estados Unidos?
I think in the 1920s, late 20s. I know that they were here by 1934 because all their children were born in the United States.
¿Por qué vino la familia a los Estados Unidos?
Mainly because two main reasons, but the main reason was the expropriation of the oil companies in Mexico. His grandfather was the largest independent oil producer, and he had partnered. He did not work for Shell or any of the big companies, but he had contracts with them. So he had oil wells in Veracruz, and sold oil to the U.S. and Dutch and British oil companies.
The Sanchez Navarros owned more land than any one family in all of North, South, and Central America. They owned over 17 million acres of land, which is, I think, bigger than the state of Connecticut or something like that. So they grew up very well.
Yeah, okay. ¿Qué dejaron atrás?
There's a big funny story about when they were fleeing Mexico and grandmother's coming up in the train, and you saw that statue of the Virgin Mary that's this tall, and she had that damn statue with her. She had nothing else, a couple suitcases that she could grab quick, and the damn statue of Virgin Mary on the train coming up here. She wouldn't leave that behind.
She told me several times about a story about how they had to abandon the house that they lived in, one of the main squares in Monterrey, because the government troops took it over, the army took it over, and they used to have to hide under the bed from the military. They commandeered the house, because it was the largest house on the square, and they used it to put cannons on the roof.